The film begins and we see a scared woman. Actually, she had seen something in the warehouse which blew her mind. In a house, the owner's cat was brutally killed. The shocking thing is that this was not the work of a human but of a robot. The person who made this robot is a scientist named Aidan. His son had died in an accident. He was not able to come out of the grief of this. In memory of his son, he made this robot using his technical skills and named it the same as his son, that is Rob1n, which is also the name of this film. Now, as soon as he saw that the robot's hand was moving, he was surprised as well as happy. He adopted this robot Rob1n like his son. It seemed as if his life was once again filled with happiness. But he did not know that this is a machine which has now started thinking with its own mind, the consequences of which can be very bad. Because now it is obvious that he had emotions and he killed the cat because he felt that Aidan's love was being divided with this cat. He did not like this. He was jealous. Then he removed the cat from the way so that Aidan's love could be given only to him. After this, the scene changes and we see a boy, Leo, who was with a girl for the last 5 years. Both of them like each other, and today Leo proposes her for marriage. His friend became very happy, but she did not know that Leo has a huge debt and the debt collectors are keeping an eye on him every moment. Now when her friend asks Leo about his work, he avoids the topic. He said that I am going to introduce you to my very close friend, who was none other than Aidan. He was Leo's uncle, whose house both of them reach very soon. During their conversation, Aidan told that my memory has become weak in a road accident a few years ago. That is why he recognized Leo after a long time when he introduced himself. Now, due to old age, he was not able to walk properly. So Leo's friend supports Aidan and takes him inside the house, and the robot standing above was watching all this. Now Leo was sitting at a place and looking at Aidan's pictures. Suddenly he heard a loud sound from the window behind him. Surprised, he immediately went and saw where he saw the shadow of a small child behind the curtain. But now when he opened the door, there was no one there. Now when he came out of the room, he saw a strange robot sitting near the fireplace. Leo was very surprised. In the meantime, his friend also came, who was also looking at him with surprise. In the meantime, Aidan also came. He proudly tells that this is Rob1n, a robot which I have made, and it is a very amazing robot. Now to show the specialty of Rob1n, he asked everyone to go out and asked to close the door. When Leo's friend knocked on the door 3 times and everyone came inside, the robot had disappeared from there. Now seeing this, Leo started feeling as if there was someone else present in the house. But the maid assured him that there was no one here except the 4 of us. Now after some time, Aidan went to rest and the maid started talking to both of them. She says, I worry about Aidan. Ever since his son has passed away, his behavior has become very strange and I worry about him just like my father. The next morning it was found that the maid did not come to work. This was quite surprising because in so many years it happened for the first time that she had taken leave without informing. This worried Aidan. Then he saw Rob1n, whose face was covered with blood. He felt something was wrong. Now he felt scared while asking directly. So on some pretext he took Rob1n to the warehouse. When he checked the robot, he found pieces of the maid's clothes on it. Seeing this, Aidan got very angry. He shouted and asked Rob1n, is this your action? Have you killed the maid? But he remained silent on this. Aidan got the answer in his silence. He understands that he has done all this. That is why he decides to shut down Rob1n. He removes its battery in anger and leaves from there. But he was surprised that this robot will activate even without battery. That night when everyone was sleeping and the house was dark, Leo started roaming around the whole house because his purpose was to find clues of the safe and money hidden in Aidan's house, which he wanted to steal so that he can pay off his debt. He investigates a lot here, but he does not find anything, so he returns disappointed. The next morning, Aidan goes to the warehouse so that he can check the robot. But surprisingly, he does not find the robot there. That is why he returns home. Then he hears the sound of a piano from upstairs. When he goes to check, he sees a robot standing in front of a mirror and blinking its eyes repeatedly. It seemed as if it was trying to imitate humans. When Aidan checks it, he is shocked. He is worried, thinking how this robot is working without battery and power. That night, Leo again starts roaming in the house in search of the safe. This time he goes to the upstairs room where a box opens on its own. When he checks, there are some old toys lying in it with which Aidan's son used to play. Apart from this, there was nothing valuable in the box. Before he can move ahead, Aidan comes here, who catches Leo and explains him to stop doing all these things. After everything calms down, Leo asks him about his son's death. Then Aidan says that I was out of town, and when I returned, I got the news of my son's death. Some people said that he died in a fire, while some were also saying that she took her own life. But the truth is that till date, even the police has not been able to know the truth. After the accident, Aidan's memory had also become weak. Aidan always used to be haunted by a thought whether Rob1n is really dead or is he still alive in some form. The next day, the police come to Aidan's house. Actually, the maid's brother was very upset because his sister was missing for 2 days, so he complained to the police. When the police questioned Aidan about this, he said that I do not know anything about this. Then the police said that the maid was last seen in the warehouse of this house. He had also called a taxi driver to go home, but the taxi driver returned after waiting for a long time. But every time here Aidan says that I do not know anything because the police also did not find any evidence. That is why they also return. But we see that the maid's brother, who was hiding outside the house, he secretly comes to the warehouse. He called on his sister's phone. Then the ringing sound also comes from inside. While following the sound, when he came inside, he was shocked to see the scene there because his sister's dead body was lying there in a bad condition, and now before he could understand anything, Rob1n robot also came behind him. Panicking, his brother started calling the police. But Rob1n threw a sharp iron rod towards him and hit him, which killed him too, and quietly he went and sat near the fireplace. Now Aidan came to him once again and asked, "Tell me, did you kill the maid?" But even now the robot was silent. He was just blinking his eyes. Then he picks up a flame and writes a word, which Aidan reads, and feeling a little relieved, he goes from there. But Leo, standing near the door, hears their conversation, so he also comes and reads that word. Now Leo always had doubts about the death of Aidan's son Rob1n. He also read old posts related to this whole matter on the internet. He saw a post of a reporter who had talked about an old party. Then Leo interacts with this reporter. When the reporter came to know that Leo is Aidan's nephew, he without hesitation told him everything about the incident that happened years ago. This is the story of the day when it was Rob1n's 11th birthday. Aidan organized a big party for him, but to play a prank on him, he locked him in the basement for some time. Then after some time, he was taken out. But when he came out, his behavior had become very strange. He had become very dangerous. It seemed as if he was not the same child as before, suddenly becoming bloodthirsty. He attacked all the people who had come to the party, and all the guests were killed. Only Aidan and the reporter somehow survived. When Rob1n also attacked his mother, a bullet was fired from behind which killed Rob1n. The reporter tells that the bullet was fired by none other than Aidan himself. Now this could have tarnished Aidan's name. So to avoid this, he paid money to the police and suppressed the matter. Leo is shocked to know the truth. He could not believe that all this could have happened. Then his friend also comes, who shouts at Leo in anger because she had seen Leo's phone on which messages from debt collectors were coming. On this, Leon explains to her that I was just trying to earn money for my better future, but on the contrary I got trapped in debt, and now we have only one way, and that is to steal some money from Aidan's house. He promises his friend that, after paying off the debt, we both will get married and start a new life. At night, as per the plan, Leo's friend killed Aidan. A sleeping pill was mixed in the coffee, and in a short while he went into a deep sleep. The same night, 2 police officers again came to Aidan's house, but when the door did not open they started searching the house. The female police officer goes to the basement where the maid used to go. There she sees a robot whose eyes were burning. She is quite surprised, thinking she comes near it, but as soon as she bends down the robot stabs a pointed weapon in her stomach, due to which the officer sits down in pain. Then the robot puts a clip on her body and gives an electric shock, due to which the poor lady dies in agony. After some time, another police officer also comes to the basement, where he smells the burning human flesh. When he looks through the torch, he sees the burnt body of his partner. He gets very scared, but before he can understand anything, the robot comes from behind. It attacks the officer with a knife too, then releases a burning flamethrower on his face, due to which this officer also dies there. Meanwhile, Leo and his friends were looking for the cupboard and safe in the room. Leo's friend found the floor strange. As he dug the floor, they found a secret basement below. Leo became very happy on seeing this. Seeing this, his wife got scared at first, but then she also came down following him. But both were unaware that the robot was watching all this. Coming down, they saw that there were many liquor bottles there. But Leo's eyes were more searching for the safe than the liquor, inside which there would be valuable things. Suddenly, they felt someone's footsteps behind them. They looked back, but there was no one there. Now Leo moved ahead, but his friend stopped here, so that she could see who was there for the second time. Now when she turned her face forward and looked again, a robot filled with blood was standing in front of her. Seeing this, she screamed and quickly ran away from there, where once again she meets Leo. While running, they reach a place where their search ends as they find a safe lying in front of them. Seeing this, both of them become very happy. For a while, their fear was over and now both happily move forward to open it. Leo remembered that Aidan used to keep his son's birth date as the password. Then he entered the same password and the safe actually opens. But what they saw was something they had never imagined because the safe was completely empty. There was neither any jewelry nor money, due to which both of them were shocked. Seeing this, Leo's friend becomes sad because she understood that our lives are also in danger at the hands of the robot. Also, unfortunately, nothing was found. She starts crying. But before they could do anything, an iron rod went through her neck due to which she fell down there. Seeing this, Leo felt very sorry, but there was no time to mourn her death. That is why Leo picked up a rod lying there and attacked the robot. But it was still working. Now the robot attacks Leo with a glass due to which he fainted. When he regains consciousness, he finds himself tied to a chair. Now this was the same basement where Rob1n was once locked up. Then the robot starts speaking. Surprisingly, there is a shadow of Rob1n's soul in his voice. He starts telling about his childhood here, how his mother used to imprison him here for every small thing. He used to get punished for every lie or mischief. Now the robot asks Leo that why have you come here to Aidan's house? For what purpose have you come? Then Leo lies that I had just come to meet them. Hearing this, the robot punishes him by hitting him with a nail gun. Now when Leo was punished for the second time, he did not tell the truth and he had to bear the pain once again. Then the third time when he could not bear the pain, he finally confessed everything. He says that yes, I am not really Aidan's nephew. I just took advantage of his weak memory so that I could enter his house and steal money. Now Leo was blaming himself. He was also blaming himself for his friend's death. Then Leo pulls out a nail and starts cutting his rope. The robot was still not believing his words. As soon as he moved forward to punish him with a nail gun, Leo immediately got up after opening the rope. He pushed the robot down and fell down, and he was about to kill the robot by picking up the nail gun when Aidan shot him from behind, which killed Leo. Actually, Aidan had come to know everything that now his son's soul has completely entered the robot. That is why he could not let anyone harm his son now. He was afraid that someone might separate him from his son again. That is why once again he fixes the robot and makes it like before. That means now this robot starts a new life as his son. And if anyone tries to come between them or tries to harm the robot, then that dangerous robot and this crazy Aidan will not spare him. And with this, the story of this film also ends here.